What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this episode of From the Mind of an Appliance Technician. I am your friendly neighborhood appliance technician, Chris, and this is C&G Appliance Television. If you are first time tuning in to this channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Okay, first thing we do is we shout out the date. It is 10:06 p.m. on February 17th, 2020. And shop announcements are what we do after we shout the date out, usually. Sometimes we get the date in there, sometimes we do shop announcements first, but there's a general kind of sort of format I've stuck with for these. And there's not really much to report as far as the shop goes. Had a little bit of work to do this weekend. Got paid for that, plus the Speed Queen machine. It was both jobs that I, when I fixed that Speed Queen, and I ran that sort of job for Pops. And he paid me for both those things, so we're doing pretty well with side income. That's working out pretty great. What else? That's about it. I hadn't gotten to that direct drive I mentioned in the last video. That is something that is probably going to have to wait because I didn't have time to do squat today. And that's going to segue me into the topic of the day, and that is frustrations. Okay, I kind of mentioned something sort of like this with, actual appliances fighting you, but this is everything around the job. The job came pretty easily today. I mean, it was a lot of simple stuff, a lot like condenser fan went on, then I did a condenser fan and cold control, and what else did we do? Yeah, that's about it. And then I just basically had to condemn a fridge because it needed a adaptive defrost board and a door gasket. It was a rental property fridge, so they just decided to replace it instead. But I got overly critical customers with install issues that my company didn't install. I had wrong addresses, wrong property management companies. I was thinking it was one company and it was another company, and they had taken it down that it was the other company. And that was just all day long. After about 10 o'clock this afternoon, the excrement hitteth the impeller, as I like to say. And guys, I'm here to tell you, you are going to have days like that. There are days where the universe just does not want you to, the universe or God or whoever you believe in. I happen to be a believer in God myself, but there are days when he just doesn't want you to get anything straight or know which end is up until the day is completely over. And today was one of those days for me. So, I can look back on it and kind of reflect and laugh a little bit about it, and as long as you can do that and, you want to go back to work the next day, you're doing all right. Today I was reminded of a story that I heard a long time ago. It was, and I don't really do story time too much, but it was a chain email that circulated, probably 10 years ago. And the email talked of a plumber. I think it was either a neighbor or an apprentice of a plumber who witnessed this plumber do this thing every day. And before he would go into his house, he'd step out of his truck and he would do one of these on a tree outside his front door. And then he would walk inside. And that person asked the plumber, they said, "Why did you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you look like you're hanging ornaments on a tree before you walk into your house, but there's nothing there?" He says, "Oh, that's my trouble tree." He says, "I hang all my troubles on that from my job, and I walk inside and I go see my family." And that has always resonated with me personally. You'll have days, guys, even in a job you love, where the job will just get to you. It will test your last nerve, whether it's scheduling, whether it's things fighting you like install issues or recalls or something like that. those days will happen. Okay, so if you were trying to get into appliance repair, this is something that's on my mind as it happens. This vlog should serve as a good tool for anyone who's looking to get into appliance repair. Go back, watch every single one of my videos, and see what's on my mind every day. And that's what I try to chronicle in this vlog series. I try to chronicle everything that's on my mind, so you'll have a good understanding of what this job is like, what I deal with every day, what we deal with as appliance technicians every day. My issues are not uncommon in this world. If you're working for somebody or if you're working for yourself, none of these issues are uncommon. And you will have certain places, like some warranty companies will fight you, they'll try to run a game on you or something like that, and there just will be days where you can just not figure out which end is up. It feels like everything's fighting you. Guys, it gets better. It does. You go to sleep, you wake up, you see the sunrise in the morning, and it's a new day. That day. That next day is a new day. And it's a new day that you get to be here on this planet. So use it to be a good human. Use it to help people the best you can, because that's the abilities that we were all blessed with as technicians, right? We were all blessed with the ability to help people in our own certain way. Now, we make a little money at doing it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I can remember a couple of, well, this would probably have been a couple of months ago now. I had a gentleman who was a local realtor, I think is what he was. But he tried to tell me, after he called me to service his oven, he told me that there was no opportunity in appliance repair. Now, marinate on that a minute. I just made, collectively, on my side work, for the brake, the belt and tensioner kit that went on that Speed Queen, I probably had about an hour into that. Well, actually no, let's round up to an hour and a half, because I did have to pull the tub on that thing. So about an hour and a half's worth of labor. Put that all back together, made it run, made it pretty, cleaned everything up, and then I did a transmission swap in a direct drive stack unit, okay, which was actually fairly easy. I was able to pull it out, tilt it backwards, get the trans out from underneath, stick another one up in there that I had laying around, and get that done. And that was probably another maybe 45 minutes worth of work. I'll round up to an hour, and that includes pulling it from the donor machine. And off of something that cost me $0 in parts, basically, to help somebody out who didn't want to mess with it. Collectively, through both of those things, I made $500. And you want to tell me that there's no opportunity in this trade? Nah. No, I'm not gonna buy that. And then he went on to hit me up to try to get me to do side work. And anybody who hits me up while I'm at work, who I don't already previously know, I'll always say no. But for my friends and things like that, like, yeah, absolutely, I'll help my friends out. I'll charge them a little bit, make a little bit of money. I've got technician friends like Pops who will throw me a bone every now and then for side work and machines and things like that he buys off me after I fix them up. I make money, he makes money. Like I said before in another video, that's a win-win, and we always kind of try to work out a win-win for both of us, because he knows I need to make money to do what I do, and I know that he needs to make money doing what he's doing, reselling the stuff that I fix. So we kind of have that mutual understanding, and it works out really great. So thank you to Pops, man. You know who you are out there. And you want to tell me that there's no opportunity in this trade, guys? Go check out any of the appliance repair channels on YouTube. Appliance Boot Camp, TMM, Up and Running Appliance, Mike Check. Any of my guys that are out there that are doing this kind of stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys absolutely 100% know that there is all kinds of opportunity in this field. It's wide open. So let them think there's no opportunity. In reality, they're just trying to get you to say, oh, I'll do side work for you, But no. The company I work for has really been way too good to me to take too much of that stuff. Now, I'll do it, like I said, I do it for friends. I don't make a lot of money off of it, but I will not do it for random people, especially who hit me up on the clock for that kind of stuff. Because the company I work for took a shot on me. When they asked me if I wanted to take over service, they didn't know how good I was going to be. They didn't know if I was going to be any good at all. They rolled the dice on me. Unfortunately, you throw me to the wolves and I come back leading the pack. And that's just the attitude you got to have in this trade, guys. Especially if you're working for yourself. Because there are people out there who will try to chew you up and spit you out. There are days out there that will try to chew you up and spit you out. Just circumstances fighting you like I had happen today. But you can't let it. You can't. You got to keep going on. You got to wake up the next day. Because you got family. Like me. With that, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't have much else to say on this matter. Just that there are some days, guys, that you are going to just... I don't care whether you love the job or not. There are going to be days that make you hate life. But when you wake up, that next day is a new day. And as long as you keep that, with my mentality, as long as I can keep that cash flowing in, as long as I can keep that money just stacking up, I'm good, guys. I'm good. Appliance repair is one of the best hustles that I know of. So if you're thinking about getting into it, please do it. I've said this in other videos, but if this is the first video that you're watching, I want you to know that I 100% believe in this trade because it saved my ass. It saved me. This house, I own it. It's mine. Well, and my wife's, of course. But without this trade, I wouldn't have been able to get here. I wouldn't have been able to get here from living in hotel rooms. I just wouldn't. I'd be some peon somewhere at a job, and I think about that a lot. I'm like, man, I could be doing factory work. I could be doing heavy equipment stuff, getting paid peanuts to roll around in the dirt. I could be the guy that has to make a place like this cool. Crawling around in 130, 140 degree attics. No thanks. I mean, all respect to my guys who do that kind of stuff. Absolutely, and 100%. All respect to you guys who do that kind of stuff. But I'll take this trade over anything else that I have ever done in my life. Thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate you guys, and I would appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. I would sure appreciate anything from you guys. All 2 of my viewers. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.